Crazy Crab in the house. And today, 53-year-old Rafael Palmeiro is set to open the baseball season with the Cleburne Railroaders, an independent professional baseball team based in Cleburne, Texas. They play in the American Association. Teams like Kansas City T-Bones, Wichita Wingnuts, among, I think, 12 other teams. And I just wanted to give my thoughts on Rafi's comeback attempt and his decision to play in this league. The first time I heard about his comeback attempt was back during the offseason, first week of January, watching MLB Network report by Ken Rosenthal, and this really caught my ear. I found it super interesting that a long retired player was serious about making a comeback, because comebacks always interest me. I always root for the player. I love hearing about them. They are really cool. And I remember Ryan Sandberg making his comeback. He was still fairly young at the time, but it was still really cool. We thought this guy was retired. No, no, no. He comes back, makes an awesome comeback, had a few more nice years with the Cubbies. And we had Andy Pettitte. He was going to come back, I think, as an instructor, 2012 for the Yankees in spring training, something small. Next thing you know, he's pitching again. And then he looks pretty good, and he's on the Yankees. And just awesome stories. But Rafael Palmeiro, when I heard that, I'm thinking, he's got to be 50 years old. And indeed, he's 53 years old. And he played an entire 20-year career, a full max career, put up Hall of Fame numbers, 500 plus home runs, 3,000 plus hits. He's one of those guys, one of those names from back in the day, from my childhood. You got the Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Jose Canseco, Rafael Palmeiro. He retired back in 2005, and since then, since he's retired, players have played their entire careers. Not just any players, big players, guys like Matt Cain, Prince Fielder, Dan Uggla, Andre Ethier. These are guys who started as young rookies, played an entire productive career, and then retired all after Palmeiro's playing days. And now he's making a comeback. It would have been really exciting if not for the fact that nobody's going to sign him, unfortunately. Everyone pretty much realized no team, no major league team is going to sign Rafael, a 53-year-old retired ball player, unfortunately. But he did put out a video of himself hitting in the cages. Looks like he still swings the bat. Pretty nice. He looks great, but it's not that surprising. He's 53. He's not 83. And he looks in great shape. But he's really serious. Unless, because we got to mention one thing, the elephant in the room, because he's not in the Hall of Fame. He hasn't been elected to the Hall of Fame because he got less than 5% of the vote back in 2014. Because the rules of the Hall of Fame say if you get less than 5% of the vote, your name is removed from the ballot. So there's this thought like maybe he's just trying to get in one game, and that will restart his Hall of Fame clock. And then in 5 years after his new retirement, he gets back on the ballot. So I think that's how that would work. And so for those who don't know, the reason he got less than 5% of the vote was because he failed a steroid test in 2005 after denying it very strongly that he ever did steroids. He wagged his finger to Congress, said never, never, never. So it looked really bad at the time. And as we know, Hall of Fame voters are very hard on steroid users. So the thing is, though, they're getting softer every year. Guys like Bonds and Clemens are gaining a little bit every year. They're getting closer. So I could see the logic would actually be there. It'd be pretty sound logic for him to think, hey, if I can get myself into one game, if I can get one at bat and restart that clock, then, hey, maybe I got a chance to get in the Hall of Fame. But, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he loves the game. He really wants to play again, and he's aware of the Hall of Fame thing, and that's a bonus, obviously. But I don't think he's just trying to get one at bat and then retire. I think he really does want to play, and I think this proves it because he's signed with the Cleburne Railroaders, and I got to give him credit because at first I thought that's what he should have done. I was like, why are you trying to get on a major league team? No one's going to sign you. Go play with an independent league team, and hey, if you hit 34 home runs and bat 386, a team will sign you. I don't expect that to happen, but that's your chance. You got to get on a team and show you can't just, nobody's going to bring you to spring training. It's hard enough to get, 35, 36-year-old guys are trying to get on a team. Young rookies are trying not to get cut. Young, strong, quick guys who can play are getting cut. So it's going to be a tough thing to do to get on an MLB team. So I'm like, you need to go play independent league ball, and he's done that. He's done that. He loves the game. He wants to keep playing. Go play independent league. And that's what he's done, and I respect that because he's able to play ball, and I hope he gets a full year in. I hope he avoids any injuries. I hope he knocks a few home runs and has a nice year and is able to enjoy the game again. His son's on that team too, so he's going to get to play with his son. But the sad truth is, Father Time does not spare anybody, and Major League Baseball is a young man's game. My favorite team, the Giants, they actually get criticized for signing quote unquote old players. Evan Longoria, Andrew McCutchen. Are you kidding me? They're in their early 30s. They're in their prime. People are saying, man, Giants signing old people. What? They act like Buster Posey's getting old. He's 31. Guy like Jake Arrieta. Jake Arrieta, Cy Young Award winner. He couldn't even get on a team until spring training was already going. People act like he's rolling around in a wheelchair at 32. So to think a team is going to sign a 53-year-old player who hasn't seen a major league pitch in 13 years, I mean, it's just not happening. But that said, best of luck to him. I love what he's doing. I love that he loves the game. He's a great hitter. He's got an amazing swing. And I feel he should have gotten more Hall of Fame support. 500 home runs, 3,000 hits. I understand the steroid thing. That's a whole nother video to get into that. But I think he should have got a little more support for the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying he should have got in, but I wish he had at least stayed on the ballot because he really had a great career, and I think he was a great hitter. I don't think it was just steroids that got him those 3,000 hits. I think he is a fantastic hitter. So I hope he has a great season. I'll be following his stats and following how he does with his new team, and maybe I'll even make it to a game if I'm in the area because they're playing up there in North Texas somewhere, and I'm in Texas a lot. So Rafael Palmeiro, his pro career continues, and I'm happy for him. If you find this video, give me your thoughts. This is just my second video. Baseball channel, Crazy Crab. As always, go Giants, and I'll see you at the ballpark. Bye-bye.